अरू म तपाईँलाई कपिराइट स्ट्राइक हानिदिन्छु
Why?
तपाईँले मेरो मुख देखाएको छ मलाई नसोधिकन
I
युट्युबमा
didn't do it. You did it. I didn't do anything to your muk.
होइन तपाईँले मेरो मुख देखाएको छ कि युट्युबमा मलाई नसोधिकन त्यो भएर यु आर
You should
टेकिङ
do
अ
that to my
कपिराइट स्ट्राइक
laptop then. This laptop does everything. I'm just like, hands up, doing nothing. Yo, Kavya, what is it? So what did I say
के
on
भयो नि
the screen, Kavya? Are you guys talking with each other? Okay, so what I'm recorded. I'm recorded. Shoo. Okay, stop the annonance. Right. So in algebra, we talked about how to. So these are the new things that I will try to focus. When I'm revising, also I'll try to focus on the things that are like really what the topic is about. So algebra is all about writing something that you don't know, and giving it names and doing mathematics with it, addition, subtraction, and division. So it's a very useful tool to deal with something that you don't know, right? Something that we have already know how to solve, using division, multiplication. But if there is something that you don't know, algebra is very helpful. And we give names to things that we don't know, and we just start doing addition and whatever we can do with them. And when we come to algebraic equation helps us not just to do things with the things that we don't know, just adding, subtracting the things that we don't know. That is algebra. Algebraic equation is where we find out the things that we don't know. This is really where we solve that problem, right? Algebraic equation is the place where we really find the values that we don't know, right? Until now, when we did addition, subtraction, we are just seeing what we can do with the things that we don't know. We can add them, we can subtract them, we can multiply in certain ways, so that's what we can do. But in algebraic equation, we are really solving the problem or trying to solve the problem by finding out the values that we don't know. Like here you can see, you don't know what x is, and by the end of the solution you know what x is. Exactly, x is 4. So that's what we're doing in equation is the tool which utilizes algebra to give us the answer, give us the solution for the things that we don't know. And it's very useful. So if you want to think of it, how useful it is, anything that you don't know, anything, you will you can find that out if you can know those things that you don't know by making these kind of equations. So for example, if let's talk about a real world problem, right? If there is a rocket ship that you want to make, that's a problem, right? You don't know how to make it. So uh, let's not say, so you don't know how much fuel you need to fly a rocket from here to moon. How much fuel is petrol or something that you use to burn. So you don't know that. Now what do you do with algebra? The things that you don't know will be x, right? So let's say you need x fuel, x liters or x, meter cube, whatever, x fuel, right? So now what you need to do, you need to use the idea about how much far the moon is, how much heavy your rocket is going to be. Let's distance be d, rocket's weight be w. And now if you know all these things, then you can somehow use it in an equation and put it with the total energy that you need, and you can find out the values that you don't know. If you know these values like energy that you need, w and d, you can calculate x. That's we did, right? That's what we're doing here in the equation. If you know everything else, we can find out one thing that we don't know. So this is how
Sir,
we can use this to solve problems. Yes.
I don't understand this example.
Example. Okay. So I'll write these things. So if I write a number, you'll understand it. So what I'm trying to say is I don't know how much fuel I need, right? I don't know how much fuel I need. So how much fuel do I need? I need enough fuel to take me to the moon. So let's say I have X fuel. So I will calculate how much fuel I get from, so I need X fuel, right? So let's say from 1 liter, I get 60 amount of energy, right? Certain amount of energy. From 1, I'll get 60. From X, I'll get 60X, right? So this is how much energy I need to get to the moon if I use 60, what if I use X fuel? If I have X fuel, this is how much energy I'll get from X fuel. मसँग X fuel छ भने this is the total energy I'll get. So now I need rocket ko mass. So let's say my rocket is like 5,000 kilogram, and this is 5,000 kilogram. I need to carry it like from here to moon, that is like 1,500,000. So that is a lot of big number. So yes, this is the total energy I need to take it, right? So I know all this number. मलाई सबै अरू number थाहा छ. So I can find the value of 6. How do I do it? Dividing 60 on both sides, I can find out how much petrol or how much gas I need. So I have like 5,000 multiplying distance from here to moon, that is 1500, and this whole thing is divided by 60. Here also divided by 60. This 60 is gone now, and I'm dividing it. So this is how I'm just giving you an example. This is not the exact thing. Don't think you know. It's not. I'm just giving you an example. I'm just showing you how equations can be useful in real life too. All you need to know is how to make equations, and you can use the algebra to find something that you don't know. And this is what scientists do. It's a lot complex and lot big, but this is what they do. They try to find the things that they don't know, and this is how they do it. One of the way they do it. Okay, so I hope you understand, right? Now I just need to divide this whole thing by 60, and get the idea, right? Dividing 60 both sides. So here is also 60 here. So I'm dividing both sides by 60. I'll just get the value of x, and that's what we've been learning for so long. So in this way, this can really solve real world problems. If you have real world problem like rockets and things and stuffs, you can solve it using equations. And this is where I would expect questions, but I hope there are no questions. I think there are no questions. I don't hope there are no questions. I wish you have questions so that I can answer them. Okay. So now going on with the revision. Now, if I have to break it all down, so I've talked about how it is useful. Now I'll tell you what it is. What exactly is the equation? Algebraic equation. So algebraic equation, to be exact, are these things. And how do we solve it? There are 2 points. There are 2 things that you need to remember to solve an algebraic equation. 1 number, 2 number. 1 number is that you have to make x alone. Whatever you don't know, you have to make it alone. You have to put that x in one side. Here, x is with so many numbers. You don't know the value of x. When you find the solution, you have to make the x alone. X is alone, right? So make x alone, or whatever variables you have. In place of x, you may have a, b, c, d. So make x alone. This is one thing that you try to do in an equation. And the second thing is, oh my God, this is new too. Okay, second thing that you need to do is keep the equation equal. That means whatever you do in one side, you are subtracting 20 in one side, you have to subtract 20 in another side also. Treat both sides equally. There are 2 sides of equation. Treat the both sides equally, because it is an equation. You have to keep them equal. Until you get the find value of x, you need to make this equals to sign stand. If you do something and you make that equals to sign disappear, if I subtract minus 20 here and don't do it here, this means this is not equal now, right? So if it is not equal, my x value will not be equal to 4, which means I'm doing nothing useful. So that's why I have to keep that equals to sign by treating both sides equally. Whatever I do to one side, I have to do it to the next side also. So treating both sides equal, should I say that? Or keeping the equals to sign valid? How do I put it? So I hope you understand whatever I said. Keeping both sides equal, right? So you have to make x alone, keeping both sides equal all the way. So that are the 2 things that we need to do. And if you know how to do these 2 things, every equations that can be solved will be solved, right? There are some equations you cannot solve. I have also given you examples of some of them. I saying these are the difficult equations, but yeah. So this is how we keeping both sides equal. Is there any questions that you want to ask me? So because this is the core revision, this is what we are doing. If you have to talk in words, next thing that we do is practice. Whatever I said up to now are the real things that I can put it into words. The things that we are doing, I've already talked about it. What are equations? These are the only 2 things that we're doing. Cross multiplication is also the result of this. Right? So whatever we're doing these 2 things only in this whole chapter. We are trying to make x alone, keeping both sides equal. Any questions, anyone? No questions, nothing?
No.
Because I understand that, because we have already talked about it. We have already solved so many problems using this. It's understandable if you don't have questions. All right. So now let's solve something so that you are again reminded of what we did. Okay, let's solve this problem and not give you a difficult one. So please, whenever you think about,
Can I drink water?
remember these two things either. Whenever you talk, yeah, drink water. Whenever you are thinking about equations, these are the two things that you need to remember. Make the variable alone, keeping both side equal. That's two things. And you have to understand keeping both side equal means when you add something in one side, you have to add in another side also. Subtraction should be done in both side, division, multiplication, whatever, both side. So from both side, I want you to understand that. If you can just understand these two things, that sums it out all up for you for this chapter. All right. So I just wanted to give you something. Okay, so I I am lost. Like, okay, let's